All across America, incredibly talented artisans make amazing objects the old-fashioned way, by hand. To the artisans on this episode of Handcrafted America, good enough just isn't good enough.
It's not accurate enough. It can be better. It can be better.
In Florida, this craftsman is not interested in one size fits all.
You have to satisfy everybody. There's small people, big people, women, men. We have to make something to fit everybody's needs.
In Las Vegas, she had to fight to get into a shop class as a kid. As an adult, people fight to get into her class.
My classes sell out 6 months in advance.
And in California, he learned from a master and then became a master.
I designed and made it for the White House.
It takes a lot of work to be the best, but it's worth it. What do they say? A bad day of fishing is better than a good day of work. So imagine how good your day's gonna be if you're packing one of these. In Riviera Beach, Florida, boats rule the water. But below the surface, one local artisan's handmade spear guns reign supreme. John Ippolito's art of perfecting accuracy in his Koa spear guns has revolutionized the sport.
The lines of the gun, how they're shaped, how they look. We're passionate about what leaves the shop, and it has to be the best.
11 years ago, John's wife bought him his first spear gun. He started using it on the fishing charters he ran and then quickly realized not only did he love the sport, but that he could build a better gun.
It's not accurate enough. It can be better. It can be better. So eventually I learned about enclosed tracks and bought a $100 router and built a table and just started building them in my shop.
So I want to know, what is it about them that makes it so accurate?
They're enclosed track guns. So the track is about 75% enclosed around the shaft. When it's enclosed track, it can only go straight out the gun.
John, his partner, master woodworker Ron Dolman, and a small team of craftsmen turn out hundreds of handmade spear guns a month. And from teak models to tiger or purple heart woods, the quest for a better and more beautiful gun starts in this 4,000 square foot studio. Each plank of wood is planed to create a smooth surface, and then cut to a 2-inch width on a table saw. All right, so right now we're gonna put some glue on these babies, right?
Absolutely, we use a special epoxy for these.
To maximize his time, John glues multiple guns during this stage.
You see how it brings all the color out of the wood.
Yeah, look how beautiful that is. What kind of wood do you typically use?
Teak is the most favorable because it's the easiest to work with. It takes epoxy well, it glues well, it turns well, it machines well. Next, you're gonna wanna take them, and I'll do this out so I wanna show you. You're just flipping it like a sandwich. These are all matched, so they have to go with the one that is next to it. So this one would have to go here.
All right, and we have how long to work with this
About
epoxy?
25 minutes.
The teak wood gets stacked vertically to form the shape of the guns. Then the purple heart wood that will go on the outside of this gun is also rolled with epoxy. So there's 4 layers.
Yeah, we had a pre-made center layer that we did earlier, and this is 4 layers total. So the inside is balanced teak, and that's what stabilizes the gun, and then the outside is the thinner purple heart.
Petroleum-based plastic then goes in between the wood gun stacks to keep them from sticking to each other when they're clamped. Here you go, doctor.
Thank you, doctor. So what we have to do now is we use a specialized tool called the Larry's clamp. We bring them together, and Chris is gonna help me bring them together, and I'm gonna use the large clamps to bring them this way together. So one comes this way, one comes this way.
I don't think I've ever seen this now. Larry's clamp, right?
That's a very...
Not many people have seen it.
It's a rare sighting of the Larry's clamp.
Yep. And you can see the epoxy squishes out.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
what
a good
you want.
sign,
You
right?
want squeeze out, yes.
By the way, who's Larry?
I don't know, but it makes a great clamp, I can tell you. When they dry, we take it apart and we put them over to the hanging rack where they acclimate to their new environment. So we're introducing 2 different densities of wood. They all came from a solid tree. They're all different little bends and twists to them. We let them hang, let the air circulate around them for a month.
Okay. We got a long time to wait. We're just gonna sit here for a month. Do you cook?
I could try.
Okay, this is beautiful and interesting, but when do I get to shoot this baby? Going for the big guy, right?
Yeah, go for the big guy.
In Riviera Beach, Florida, John Ippolito and his Koa spear guns have taken accuracy in this industry to a whole new level. What's the catch? They enclose 75% of the spear track, creating a steadier and straighter shot. Teak and Purple Heart wood have been bonded together with epoxy and dried for a month. But now it's time to create their one-of-a-kind track for the shaft of the gun.
All right, fellas, this is not exactly the way I remember the wood. I don't remember this part of the process.
Yep, that's how we track the guns. We have a specialized machine that does it. It's a secret machine. Can't put it on camera.
Okay, all right, and what is this black stuff?
It's 5 different parts.
And it's another...
Secret.
This compound becomes the base of that enclosed track Koa is known for.
And it makes it fast, it makes it slick, it makes it strong.
And keep filling until you see it fill all the way to the end.
Now you gotta start walking with it. That's...
Yeah, that's where it gets tricky.
The compound dries for a full 24 hours. Then, they route out a final path for the shaft in the dried compound.
So how important is the fit?
The fit is extremely important. If you cut it too small, the shaft is going to have abrasion on the way out and you lose a ton of speed. If it's too big, it's going to create variance in your shot.
A computer-controlled machine turns the plank into the roughed-out shape of the gun. Then John refines it and sands it until it's smooth. And then, the final coatings of epoxy.
What we're doing is we keep adding coats to build the grain out, and that's what gives it that nice, smooth, shiny look. Finally, time for assembly.
Yes.
And just for you, we did this nice, beautiful Purple Heart gun put together.
That is so pretty.
This is where John adds the components that make the gun work. He starts with the trigger mechanism. Next, the handle and all of its components are added and secured. The final addition is 2 power band tubes. These bands propel the shaft when the gun is shot.
You can hammer this down first, and I'll put the pins in for you.
Hammer?
Okay.
Near
you
that
want
wood?
me to-
No.
I'll do the hammer.
You do the hammer.
So, this is why machining is so crucial. Everything has to be machined properly, or this wouldn't go together as smooth as it does.
And what am I looking at here as far as price?
This is a entry-level gun. This range is right around $5 1/4.
More expert models can cost up to $1,100. Finally, the handle is secured.
Second nature. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
The power bands are attached, and the shaft is set in place.
John, this is the most beautiful spear gun I have ever seen.
Thank you.
But how accurate is it?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yes, we are.
This is a sample of what's underwater right now.
Okay.
It's 2-inch thick foam. It has to be able to take a hard shot.
And this goes where? To the first
To the
one?
first shark fin right there. You got the strength? You got the strength? Oh, she did it on her own.
Yeah!
And then number 2, a little bit harder. Yep. Yeah.
Got it! Thank you. Going for the big guy, right?
Yeah, go for the big guy. Nailed it.
That's what I'm talking about. I was born to spearfish, people. Looks like fish is on the menu tonight. Anybody know where I can get this grilled up?
I've been asked some pretty interesting questions by artisans on this show, but I gotta say, this one really took me by surprise.
Do you make peanut butter sandwiches? If you make peanut butter sandwiches, you will do this well.
But if the cabinets are this beautiful, I'm not questioning anything out of this woodworker's mouth. When our next artisan opened her first wood shop, people would call and ask for the man that did the amazing work. Well, that doesn't happen anymore.
When I walked into a wood shop in high school, I just knew it was what I wanted to do.
Las Vegas artisan Jamie Yokono is an accomplished furniture maker who learned her craft when very few women were in the business. When Jamie was a little girl, she loved playing in her dad's workshop. Years later, when she went to high school, she was thrilled to find the perfect class.
Woodshop 101. Well, they wouldn't let girls take it. I said, I want to take that class. And they said, well, you're a girl, you can't. And I'm like, you're kidding me. What do I have to do to take it? And they said, well, if you take home ec, we'll let you take woodshop.
So she learned to cook and became a woodworker.
I was almost always the only girl in my classes. It has not been easy, but I can't imagine doing anything else.
Woodworking is not the only skill Jamie has mastered.
So I thought, well, I can make tile. I can do this.
It took her 5 years to master ceramics.
I did about 700 glaze tests to find the right colors.
Jamie's hard work has paid off. Her popular woodworking classes teach students how gratifying it is to work with your hands.
My classes sell out 6 months in advance.
And her wood and tile cabinets are her best seller.
These particular benches, you can put blankets in them and put them at the end of your bed, but you could also use them as a filing cabinet.
Using a table saw, she cuts the board into 3 smaller pieces.
Go, 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 go. You got it.
To avoid warping, Jamie lays the boards out and alternates the direction of the tree's growth rings. That keeps the wood from warping?
Right, just keeps your boards flat.
Oh, wow. I see glue.
These are the side panels for one of those benches.
Okay.
We talked about the annual rings of the wood, and we made a mark on the ends of them. So some of them are smiling and some of them are frowning. And what we want to do is we want them to just be opposite.
Jamie has 2 different glues to choose from for this project.
It's just that one has a tint in it that's brown and one has a yellow tint. Now on sassafras, because it's sort of a medium color wood, we could probably go with either one of them. We're looking for glue to be squeezing out all along.
While the sassafras cabinet sides dry, we move on to a new part and a new wood.
Well, this is going to be a lid for one of the chests that we make.
Okay. And this is what kind of
This
wood?
is eucalyptus. We have to plane it down because we glued it up, and you can see that there's a lot of glue on the top and the boards are a little bit uneven.
Look at that. Look how beautiful. We're getting there, huh?
We send the board through one more time, then flip it over and do the same for the bottom.
So we just took that from a really ugly, uneven board to a uniform thickness. It's really clean grain.
Smooth. Once all the wood components are cut, glued, and planed, it's time for assembly. The bottom of the cabinet slides into a slot called the dado on the vertical panels. She uses spline mortise joints, thin pieces of wood slotted into grooves to connect the 4 sides. Now, it's time to add Jamie's handmade tiles.
Okay, so you put the tiles on top of the cement board, and then they go into your furniture.
Exactly. So that is the front of one of my benches.
The tile starts by rolling stonework clay through a slab roller.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to slide it or transfer it onto a piece of drywall.
The drywall absorbs moisture from the clay, so the tiles dry more quickly.
There's our slab, and we are ready now to stamp it. You stamp the clay,
Okay.
and it's ready to now cut.
So this seems like a lot of work for you. Why wouldn't you just buy your tiles?
I like to have something that's a little bit abstract like this, and I found that I couldn't get anybody to make it for me. So I just said I'm making it myself.
You know the old saying, if you want something done right?
Yeah,
The tile goes into the kiln for the first firing, so they can dry.
and they are ready to now paint with glaze.
We get to add some color to this.
Color, love it.
We love color.
These tiles will be glaze fired in the kiln for 16 hours. This process melts the glaze and brings out the color. Once the tiles are hardened, Jamie applies grout in between the spaces and lets it all harden before she mounts the panel to the cabinet. Jamie uses a strong piano bench hinge for the inside of the cabinet and adds lid supports to either end.
So the last step is oiling this. It really brings out the color.
She uses super fine 220 grit sandpaper to soften the wood even further.
You're going to sand with the grain, and that just burnishes and forces that oil into the pores. It gives you a super soft feel, and then you wipe it off.
Priced between $5,000 and $7,000, Jamie ships these wooden tile cabinets to customers across the country.
It's beautiful. Lots of work and
so
love went
sweet.
into this.
Oh, yeah. I love these. Thank you.
A lot has changed since Jamie first started. Her last class had 10 people in it. 9 were female.
It's a piece I made in 1994. I designed and made it for the White House.
What president?
This is the Clintons.
Clintons.
Bill Clinton.
Nice.
There's probably 100,000 hammer blows in there.
This chalice was handcrafted by our next artisan, who makes pieces for kings, popes, and presidents. That's right, I said kings, popes, and presidents. Templeton, California, just east of the Pacific Ocean, is home to Randy Strumso, who reigns as an award-winning metalsmith.
It's been a remarkable 45 years as a metalsmith, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
His exquisite work is showcased in the Smithsonian Institution and in the White House collection of American crafts.
I'm always thinking the next thing's going to be my great thing, and I'm excited about the future.
He is one of only 5 classically trained metalsmiths in America. Randy always knew he wanted to be an artist.
I was only a teenager when I enrolled in a college course called Crafts Workshop.
The class visited Porter Blanchard's studio, a famous metalsmith who was a pioneer in the California arts and crafts movement.
By the time I left there, I was hired as his next apprentice.
Randy has taken what he's learned from Porter and elevated it to new heights. What is this I'm looking at here? Is it a bowl?
This is a centerpiece. It's a piece I made in 1994. I designed and made it for the White House. For our first White House craft collection, the Year of American Crafts.
What president?
This is the Clintons.
Clintons.
Bill Clinton.
Nice.
There's probably 100,000 hammer blows in there.
I don't see any hammer, hardly.
Oh.
But it almost looks so smooth,
That's
too.
planishing. You know, when you planish something, you're trying to smooth it out as much as possible, but still leave the texture and the marks. This goblet we used to make in silver, gold, and pewter. And this goblet is the same style that many of the Hollywood stars and celebrities owned in 30s,
then
40s,
I should
50s.
probably be carrying this around with me.
This is a pewter circle. It's pre-cut and ready to go. And I'm going to put it on my lathe, spin it on my chuck.
Okay, I know what a lathe is. What's a chuck?
The wood forms that we use are chucks, and we have hundreds of chucks here.
Randy will use 9 different chucks. He coaxes the pewter over the forms with a steel spinning tool. It supports the edge so it doesn't crack. On the other side of the spinning tool is a metal pin that provides resistance. As the circle elongates into the goblet shape, Randy advances the pin to keep steady pressure on the pewter. He changes to smaller chucks when necessary.
Why can't you go from the flat piece just going to this? Why do we have to have that step?
The beginning of the spinning is very tricky. You can crack it out in this area.
Randy trims off the top of the pewter. Now he has 2 additional tasks. First is to use this chuck to make the goblet taller.
I'd say tens of thousands of goblets have been made off of this chuck here.
At the same time, he'll redistribute the pewter to strengthen the lip and create a more beautiful design.
We're taking the material out of this part of the cup and moving everything this way.
The top of the goblet is shaped, so Randy moves on to shaping the stem, also done on the lathe.
We start with this, and we take it down to something like this.
Okay.
And then from there, we give it a little curve and radius here. And then we roll over the inside. This part here is rolled over and it becomes a wire as it rotates in the lathe.
That's just rolled?
Just rolled over, and this is rolled. And all this gives it structural strength.
Shaping is only part of the process for this goblet. The next step is embellishment. Goodbye lathe, hello hammers. Many, many hammers. Randy has an incredible collection of more than 200 vintage metalsmithing tools.
We do not overlap our marks. Every mark's separated and laid next to each other. If you overlap marks, you create a bump.
Randy strikes about 70 hammer marks a minute. Planishing this goblet would normally take him approximately 20 minutes, or about 1,400 hammer marks.
A form like this, I'd rather make it look a little bit more random and not so much controlled. I want it to look a little bit like it's not machine done. If you do it too perfect, people don't know a human did it. Lift and let it drop. And almost like a drummer would do it. Nice. It's a learned trade.
And then not only do you do this, but I love like this right here. I mean, this is incredible. It looks like something that Van Gogh would have done. Looks a little bit like Starry Night.
That's what we're trying to achieve with that. We're trying to move the hammer marks around, make them swirl, make them undulate.
Randy always stamps his name in the bottom of his pieces.
Years from now, when people are looking for my work, they'll be able to find it.
They know how to find it right there.
Randy centers the goblet and stem on a homemade tool. He gently brings both pieces to the same temperature. This makes the pewter more pliable. He then solders the stem to the goblet. Randy's goblets range in price from $200 to $500, depending on size and intricacy.
Ah, my cup runneth over.
It takes a certain kind of confidence to set the bar as high as these artisans do.
We continue to improve. We don't just stay satisfied. We always look for a new edge to make it better.
It also takes a lot of discipline,
You put months into designing, and it's worth every minute of it.
and there's no substitute for believing in yourself.
If you're good, you're good. And I'm good.
And that, my friends, is the recipe for handcrafted success.